Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Unhuntables with myself and Grosey Coin Hunts.
Hello.
So today we're hunting through 5p coins. Look down in the description if you want to find out what we're looking for. It's basically NIFCs, that 2008 rotation era, and anything from the territories. It will be my half of the video now, and then there'll be a second half of the video over on Grosey's channel. So we're going to prattle on a little bit about coin news and what's going on with coins whilst the hunt is ongoing. We'll see who finds the best coins today. The first thing I wanted to bring up was definitive coins. I know we spoke about them at length in the last one, but we have had further information about definitive coins going into circulation, haven't we, Grosey?
Yes. I was going to say as well, I forgot about the 2008 rotation era of 5p.
Oh dear, Grosey.
But yeah, no, we have, I think we know that all the denominations are going to be circulated this year apart from the £1 and £2.
Oh, is that what you've heard, is it?
That's what I've heard, but I don't know how reliable the source was that I heard that from.
Okay, well, I heard it at the Royal Mint that they were minting the 50p's and the 20p's to go out into circulation. The Royal Mint have confirmed that the 50p should be in circulation by the end of November, which is very exciting.
Definitely, so we should start finding them in our coin hunts. Maybe by Christmas, who knows?
Definitely, and I'm very excited for that. If they all go into circulation, I would be surprised. I still think that there might be some denominations that don't go into circulation, but that will be a shame, as we said before, because the sets released by the Royal Mint have the privy mark. The ones going into circulation don't. So if you want the privy marked and non-privy marked, everything needs to go into circulation. But we'll have to wait and see on that one.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see
definitely.
what they do with that, to be fair. Yeah.
To be fair, I thought, because you said you don't think the pound coins are going to circulate. That's the one I would have ranked highly as circulating, the pound coin.
It's not
and
that I don't think they'll circulate. It's just that, as far as I've been advised by an unofficial second-hand source, at the moment they have said everything apart from those two at the moment. But that's not to say they aren't minting them. It's just to say they haven't minted them. So
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Okay, no, that's cool information. We'll wait and see. So what do you think is going to be the first one that we find then? There's a bit of an easy question, so I think the better question is what's the second one we're going to find?
Well, yeah, assuming, obviously we hunt through more 50p's than anything, so yeah, definitely the 50p. But I don't know, I would say probably, it's easy also to say the 10p, but maybe the 20p in one of these hunts, perhaps, if they were making, or they were minting those when you were there, then maybe that's had more chance to then be filtered through. I don't know, or maybe the 5p. I don't know.
So obviously the big race with the Unhuntables is who finds the first NIFCs. Is there going to be a second side quest? Who can find the first new definitive?
That'd be fun.
That'd be interesting to find out. Although I think you found Coronation 50p's before I did. It took me ages to find a Coronation 50p.
Yeah.
So maybe
it's just they take months to filter through the bags because they have that initial release where they're all in the bust, so to speak, and then when eventually they get broken into shop tills and vending machines, etc. Then eventually it takes time for them to get cash back in again, and then that's the next round when they filter through into the coin hunt. So,
although I must say it's been a long time since I had a bust. I think I had maybe a bust on one of the unhuntable denominations, the 10p's or something.
yeah.
But recall the last time I had a bust of everything.
I think the last time I had a bust was the Platinum Jubilee 50p.
I
had about £500 worth of those. In fact, I've still got some of those, to be fair.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Not a bad coin to be stuck with. But yeah, the part of what the information that I got from about the circulating coins was a few weeks ago I went to the Royal Mint twice in a week. Not planned, but I had my VIP tour booked with a good friend of mine, but unfortunately that was delayed because of the definitives coming out. They didn't want anyone snooping around getting inside information on that, so they were delayed and landed in a week that I'd already planned to be in Cardiff that evening, and I was always going to be going to the Royal Mint if I'm going all the way to Cardiff. So it just so happened that I was down at the Royal Mint twice in a week. But it was my first ever VIP tour, which was quite the exciting sort of thing to do. It's been something that's been on the hit list to do for quite some time. All these years I've been going down to the Royal Mint and never having been on a VIP tour, and now I can say I have been on it, and it was quite exciting.
Would you recommend it?
Yes, 100%. I would definitely recommend the VIP tour. You get to see so much more of the mint in different areas, and it's a much more in-depth tour than the standard tour. the highlight for me, as I said before, was going into the die polishing room where they get these newly created dies and they are hand polishing them. It was quite an eye-opener, the fact that obviously the designs which are frosted, they have to they basically cover the coin in sellotape and cut around that design, so that they're still covered in sellotape and they can polish the rest of the dies. But then the thought of some of these dies are very small, some of the dies have very intricate details where there is still that mirror finish, and they've got a by hand cut out that's almost like a stencil to polish around it. Blew my mind. But
amazing.
Yeah. What I will caveat that with it is not something that I intend to do on a regular basis. It's not something I'm going to rush back and do again, because I feel like it was a whole day. It was a big whole day event. It's quite an expense to go on a tour full stop. I was fortunate to get a free ticket from a friend who had a spare one, and then the Strike Your Owns are quite expensive as well. But so it's not something I'm going to rush back and do. But if the opportunity appears, then I would be tempted to go again. Yes.
A question you may or may not be able to answer. So obviously you would have seen things there that maybe not common knowledge. But I'm not saying to say what you saw, but can you tell us what you saw that you cannot say the contents of what you saw? For example, I don't know, new coin designs, any other curiosities?
I can certainly say that I have seen things I can't talk about because I signed an NDA. But once those things are no longer privileged information, I can tell you what I saw. I'm not getting myself in trouble with the Royal Mint about
no, you don't have to answer
that I've signed tickets, but I'd be more than happy to tell you once it's no longer secret embargoed information what it is that I saw.
Amazing.
Yeah, but it was very cool getting that sort of being able to see things that no one has seen yet. Is quite exciting.
And all at once as well, because I'd imagine there's
and the
lots
thing
of
was
new
that
things
when for example, one of the things that I saw, which obviously I'm going to be very careful how I
we're getting into the good stuff now.
no I'll be very careful how I describe it. It was very nonchalantly shown. He was explaining how a specific machine works, and grabbed a piece of paper and showed us something, and that I was sort of like, whoa, you can't just show us things like that. That's privileged information. But I'm not going to. I'm not even going to allow you to dig into what you think that meant, but because I don't want to get myself into trouble.
But is it exciting?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was more exciting the fact that this is secret information. Everyone's very excited to hear a secret, aren't they?
Oh, of course.
I think that might have made it a bit more exciting. But anyway, but no, speaking of Royal Mint tours, the new decimal 50p Strike Your Own has been and gone. It was a very short window, wasn't it?
The new decimal 50p.
The new definitive decimal. What am I about? The new I'm glad someone's paying attention. The new definitive 50p Strike Your Own has been and gone in a very short window.
I know. What was it? A matter of 3 weeks that it was the Strike Your Own?
Yeah, it was crazily short.
I didn't even. It's the first Strike Your Own I've not been down for since the Iguanodon.
Oh, you didn't make it, did you?
No.
You part-timer. I went twice.
Well, you've got to have an extra Strike Your Own for me then.
Yeah, sure. I already know you sourced one, so.
I haven't sourced any.
Oh, I was given misinformation then. Ooh, we'll have to have a chat about that later. But no, the new Strike Your Own, it's begun. It began, 3 days ago when this video goes up?
I've lost count already, so yeah, something like that.
Yep. It started Monday, wasn't it? Monday this week. And it is the Snowman 50p. And now this is something that always gets me. In the build up to Christmas, everyone gets really excited and thinks, oh, it's going to be the Snowman 50p because they always do Snowman 50p. And I'm pretty confident there have been more years where the Snowman hasn't been the Christmas Strike Your Own than the years that it has been the Strike Your Own. This is only the third of 6 designs, isn't it? There's been a Strike Your Own?
2019, 2021, 2020. I think this is the 4th year.
I'm sure there's only been 2 previous Snowman Strike Your Owns.
Definitely 2019.
There was the one where he stood there and the boys next to him.
100% 2019 because that was the one that everyone went crazy over. The price went up.
Oh yeah.
Definitely 2021 because I was literally looking at them the other day and I pretty much
Yeah, so this will be so this will actually be the third year it's been the Strike Your Own then.
Yeah, there we are. I'm holding up to the camera now. I literally have the 2021.
What's that design? Is that with the snow close in of them hugging?
The guy with the little boy like drawing the mouth with his finger.
Yeah.
Where the snowman stood up tall. But I'm pretty sure. I feel like. Oh no, 2022 wasn't 2022. It was Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And 2020 was. I don't remember the 2020 snowman design, but I haven't got it.
Oh, was it Wallace and Gromit? No, that wasn't 2020.
No, I think it was. It would have been the Iguanodon Strike Your Own, and then the lockdown happened, so there wouldn't have been a Christmas one. So yeah, it is the third. You're right.
Yeah, so it's only 50-50 out of all the snowmen that have come out, being the Strike Your Own. But I think it's nice. It's exciting. I like that there's been a change. Purely because I had already booked to go for Christmas. I was totally expecting that to be the new definitive 50p. It's quite a monumental change in our coins. I thought that would last till the end of the year.
As we said on the podcast 2 weeks ago.
and I always call it wrong with Strike Your Own.
Whatever you say.
So from the 1st of January, it will definitely not be a Christopher Collects commemorative Strike Your Own.
Or in this 5p hunt, we will definitely not find an NIFC.
Yeah, I will definitely not. Maybe can't find. Yeah. But no, I'm looking forward to it. If I had to hazard a guess from the new year, I think it'll be a new definitive coin. In the past, they've done £2 coins, so we might get the new definitive £2 as the Strike Your Own to start the year. What do you reckon?
That'd be nice. I think that'd be good. I mean, it'd be nice to see another denomination as well, such as.
I was about to say, considering that I have called it as the new definitive £2 coin, that is not going to be that. What do you think is actually going to be, Grosey?
Probably whatever the first commemorative coin is that comes out next year.
To be fair, that is part of the little notes I've made with the royal proclamations. Just a brief explainer. It's one of the earliest points that we get to hear about new coins that are coming out from the Royal Mint. They release details in royal proclamations, sometimes quite vague descriptions, which you then have to work out. But two that are coming up that have their anniversary, well, one that has an anniversary next year, and one that I think is related to an event next year, is the RNLI 50p. I think it's the 200th anniversary of the RNLI. I always have to check that.
What RNLI is?
It's the Royal National Lifeboats Institute.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard about that somewhere before actually.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the lifeboats. The big.
I think that definitely suits a £2 coin.
Well, it's going on a 50p. I think there are going to be larger denominations as well. Like like with Harry Potter and Star Wars, there were the 50p's and ounce coins. I think that might be a similar sort of thing, given what was on the Royal Proclamation. And there's also there was one that I should have copied and pasted the description of it, but it's two athletes on top of a flag or with a flag in it, which to me sounds like Team GB for the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Is it the Olympics again already?
Yeah. Well, we've got to also bear in mind the last Olympics happened a year late.
I know. It just seems it was so recently that we were talking about the whole thing about the related Olympics, Team Newbie, and we're already at the next one.
Yeah. So I think those two might be the coins for the commemoratives. If there is, we assume there's going to be a commemorative and definitive set. Do you think there's going to be definitives in that set?
I don't see why not. They probably go back to a precedent, or they maybe will decide to keep the both separate. I'm not sure. What was the price on the dual set? I was it £60 if you want to buy full commemorative and definitive set?
It was around £50, wasn't it? Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit, so I am hearing every other word you're saying.
You're breaking up a little bit as well.
There we go. We're having to somewhat guess what each other's saying, but no. And my only concern with that is that with such a recent release of the current, the 2023 definitives, we are around the corner from the new year. Is there going to be a bit of maybe fatigue, a bit of burnout? People think, oh, I've already bought this.
Another annual set straight away, just with the new year on.
Yeah.
I mean, could that start a precedent of annual sets being released in the summer instead of at the start of the year? Maybe. I don't know.
Who knows?
No, I think what they'll probably end up doing is doing the 2024 set, releasing it at the start of the year, but just letting it run on for maybe like 6 months or something, so that people can still buy it. I'm pretty sure they do that anyway, actually. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure I read somewhere the 2023 set. You won't be able to buy it from the new year. That'll be the end of it. You might be able to pick some up in the gift shop, but I think they're taking it off the website, like what they did last year when the Queen died. You could only buy the ones that had the Queen new from the mint until the end of the year, and then they cut them off, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess because at that point the stock is finished. They can't then mint anymore because yeah, that's interesting as well.
But no, anyway, I think we're going to wrap up my half of the video. If you want to hear the rest of this conversation and to see what Grosey found, you'll have to head over to his video. Links will be in the description. Well then, unfortunately no NIFCs, no rotation errors, but I did get 36 from the year 2000 towards my world record attempt. We got 3 territories. We got 2 from Jersey, what's that, 2002 and 2008. A Gibraltarian, which I think is very cool. It's little Barbary apes from 2003. And then some foreign coins, a Canadian 10 cent, a US dime, and a Maltese 5 cent piece. So we did get a nice little spread of different things that we look for in these unhuntable videos, but you'll have to pop over to Grosey's channel to see who got the best finds overall. As ever, links are in the description to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to pop over to that. There's also links to my social media channels, the PO Box address if you want to write into me, and of course links to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel who I work for as my day job making videos then, so please do check that out as well. All it leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.